Hey guys, and welcome to my new movie review for the 1990 movie Days of Thunder. Straight off of the bat, you can very clearly see that this movie is filmed in the peak of summer. Okay, well, the races anyway, but the lead up is actually in the peak of winter. The start of the movie, guys, is actually some slow-ish sequences of them building a race car, which if you're into that sort of stuff, then this movie is definitely going to pique your interest. Now let's roll that synopsis, guys. Days of Thunder synopsis. A young, hotshot stock car driver gets his chance to complete at the top level. The absolutely biggest thing I feel after watching this movie, guys, is that it really is created for car racing enthusiasts. For those of you who have been following me for any period of time, guys, at all, I do not do spoilers in my movie reviews at all. In saying that, guys, this movie is rated M, which is kind of interesting due to the sequence between Tom and Nicole. I have a really interesting fact about this movie, guys, and Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman were married. Days of Thunder came out in 13th of December 1990, and they were married 24th of December 1990, but then unfortunately divorced on the 8th of August 2001. The duration of this film, guys, is 1 hour and 47 minutes long. How they introduce Nicole Kidman's character is really clever, actually, guys. Now, this might be a very unpopular opinion, I know it is, guys, but it's just my opinion. I believe that Nicole Kidman is the absolute worst female actor in Hollywood today. When there's a big blockbuster movie coming out and I know she's in it, guys, I'm always really hesitant to watch it. The hospital scene, guys, when he first meets Dr. Claire is actually really funny, and the sequence prior to that is why it's so funny. Days of Thunder is an action, drama, sports movie, guys, and unfortunately, in my opinion, this movie does not have, and for those of you who've been following me for any period of time, you know exactly what I'm about to say right now. In my personal humble opinion, it is the core elements, essential thing that movie needs in Hollywood to be able to go back years later, like I am right now, because this is a specially requested movie, and rewatch it. And that is what I like to call rewatchability, guys. Rewatchability, guys, in this movie, Days of Thunder, in my personal opinion, it doesn't have rewatchability. As I said, purely because of the fact, well, for me, I'm not their target audience at all, guys. I'm really not. But this movie is definitely focused at car enthusiasts and rev heads and that sort of person, and I'm just not that sort of person. But I understand where they were going for this movie. If you're a racing enthusiast, then this movie definitely might just be perfect for you guys. Directed by Tony Scott, who also directed movies like the 2010 movie Unstoppable with Denzel Washington as Frank and Chris Pine as Will. And there's not a lot of moments in this movie, guys, that has the wow factor at all, in my opinion. There's more dialogue spoken in the elements of drama in the practicality of racing itself in this movie, guys. The movie is much more focused on the character chemistry than anything else. And speaking of character chemistry, that is a great segue into the cast of this movie. The cast of this movie is, guys, of course, Tom Cruise as Cole, Robert Duvall as Harry, Nicole Kidman as Dr. Claire, Randy Quaid as Tim, and a very small character by Cary Elwes as Russ. At the end of the day, guys, I'm personally not the target audience for this movie, guys. Like I said, this movie is an extremely special shout out to the blind Kiwala. He's one of my clients and he requested me to do this. And also, I'm also going to be doing a movie review for The Score. And I haven't watched it yet, but I'm really looking forward to watching that. And I'm really, really looking forward to seeing how good that is, because that trailer looks incredible. One thing I have to say about this trailer, the trailer of this movie, before I go on, guys, is I have to say, I feel like the trailer was actually a little bit drawn out. I kind of got a little bit bored in the trailer. And for anyone who's been following me for any period of time, one of the biggest things you know about me personally and me watching a trailer is if I find the trailer really interesting, 99.99% of the time, I'll love the movie. And that's really interesting because I didn't really find the trailer for this movie very interesting at all. I actually found it quite just dull. But in saying that, the movie, it's not a heap of garbage. It really isn't. It really isn't. It's just, this movie isn't, I'm not the target audience for this movie. It's that plain and simple. Anyway, guys, for those of you who've been following me for any period of time, you guys know that I love to give you guys trivia on my movie reviews because in my personal opinion, trivia is like icing on a cake, and who doesn't love cake? So it's trivia time! Reportedly, Tom Cruise handpicked Nicole Kidman to be his love interest in the film after seeing her performance in Dead Calm 1989. Next piece of trivia is, guys, the movie was conceived by Tom Cruise when he had Paul Newman. Him and Paul Newman were allowed to race Hendrick's race cars. Tom's first lap was in an excess of 180 miles per hour. Next and final piece of trivia, guys, now I will leave you with this one, is the scene where Cole leaves the pits after the race to hit Russ Wheeler is based on an actual event during the 1987 All-Star race at Charlotte, North Carolina, between drivers Bill Elliott and Dale Earnhardt. I don't know how to pronounce that last name. I apologize for butchering that. Guys, if you are new to my channel, first of all, welcome to Superman Steve's YouTube channel and my movie reviews. I really appreciate you being here. It's really nice to see you, or for you to see me. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your time. And guys, if you are new to my channel, I would so value you subscribing, leaving a like, and if you're on a mobile device, clicking that bell so that your YouTube channel gets, or your YouTube app gets notified of my movie reviews that come up, and every time I drop them, it'll be yours straight away. I really appreciate you being here. Seriously, if you value my movie reviews, always, guys, click that thumbs up button. I really appreciate that. That's amazing for you to do that, guys. I appreciate that. And don't forget, guys, who's bringing this movie review for Days of Thunder. Until my next movie review, this is Superman Steve, guys, flying out.